start recording first. Let me share the screen. Okay, so let's go with the third question. So first, the main important thing is we have to understand the requirement of the question, what he is asking, and what are the main parameters he is asking. We have to understand that. That's how we can build the logic. So let's read the question, what he is asking. Given an sorted array of size n. Okay, what he's saying, he has given one array or list. So this is what he is talking about. And the size is 6. Then after, so he mentioned that sorted array, okay? Sorted array. So it is in the order. It is not in the random order. It is in the, you can say this is in the ascending order. You guys can observe. So next, find the number of elements which are less than or equal to the given x. So find the number of elements which are less than or equal to given number x. So after creating an array, so we have to give, or he has given one variable with a number 9. So what he is asking, we have to find out the numbers, or we have to find out the number of elements, numbers count, which is less than 9. So here you guys can see 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. These 5 numbers are less than 9, right? So totally what, how many numbers we will get? 5 numbers, right? So the output has to get the number of elements count. So this is the overall question. And here we have to write one condition, less than 9. So that's how we try to break the question into parts and understand the question. So let's start doing the question. So as we have did like 2 questions, right? So declaring the integer and getting the array of elements, it is of the same. You can use the same syntax and you will get it. But he has mentioned one thing here, sorted array. How to sort the array. Previously, what we are doing, we are giving numbers in the form of like randomly, like 50, 55, 60, 82, right? This is not like order. We are not following any particular order. We are just giving the numbers random. So before doing this question, we have to keep 2 things in mind. So you have to sort the array and you have to give one condition less than 9. This one. So let's start doing. So I am declaring one variable name. Then after, so as I mentioned earlier in earlier questions, we have to give data type as int in order to get the number. And input function. Then after, even if you don't give this statement, enter the integer, there is no need of giving. So if you will give this like this, or if you try to write the code like this, it looks good. And it is going to understand very easily if other person is going to look at your code. If you guys can observe, I'm giving the space in between here. If you try to give like this, it will look good, right? If you try to give like this, you will get somewhat confused. If you space in between equal to and before variable, after variable, it looks good.
So if I will give space, so I have heard like space take a some memory size.
Yeah, it
If
will take
you
memory size. Definitely, if it is going to take memory size.
that means true.
Yeah, it is true. Definitely going to take space. Definitely going to take space for memory. I hope so. I have given the correct answer. So that I will check. So, okay, next. First, we have to declare the size of the element, right? Next, the step is what I have said. This is the same step we are doing. We are going to do. We are going to take one empty list. We are going to append each and every element, right? We have to sort. So observe carefully what I am doing. I am declaring one empty list, which is nothing but array. Next, which is the same step I'm going to repeat. I will take the input function. Next, so let me run it first and I will try to show you the sort function, how it is working. So let me declare 6. Here he has given 6, right? So let me give some random numbers. 80, 60, 1, 3, 5, 7, C. This is a kind of random numbers I have given. We generated the array, right? Next, we have to sort an array. So sort is nothing but arranging the numbers in ascending or descending order. So here he has arranged in the form of ascending order. Ascending order is nothing but number starts from small number to big numbers. So there is one function called sorted. If you try to put the cursor inside here and if you try to click shift tab, you will get the document string of this particular function. You try to expand. Here what he is mentioning, iterable. If you guys I think you guys heard this iterable before, right? While using map function, let me try to write map here. So write expand. You guys, here you can see the same word he's saying, iterables. So you have to mention the list. You can mention the list here, tuple here, dictionary here, set here. You just have to mention the iterables. So here the iterable is list L. If I try to mention list L here, if I try to run, the list has been sorted in the form of ascending order. Defaultly, is sort function having ascending order. If you're trying to sort the elements in the form of descending order, you have to mention, if you guys can see here, reverse. You will try to reverse false. So in order to make it as descending, you have to make it as true. If you try to click on tab, it will directly, we will get the drop down button. So we can direct, no need to type each and everything. Just type like first 2 letters or first letter of the particular function and you have to mention it as true. So now it will sort in descending order. You guys can observe. So this is the magic of sort function. So let me give this sort function here. Sorted. Let me do one thing. I will sort in another cell. Okay, I already sorted here, right? So what I will do, I will remove this reverse true because we want in ascending order, right? I will try to declare in one more variable. And let me try to run this cell. So we got the actual sorted array. Sorted array, we got it, right? So we done the first part and we remaining with the last part. So what here asking? We have to get the number of elements which is less than the given element x. So did we declare here x? No, right? So let me declare x here. So x is nothing but a number. So that's why you have to give the integer input So I will run it. And here I will try to get like so now we have to get the number less than, we have to get the numbers less than 60. Here, if you guys just tell me how many numbers are there less than 60. 1, 3, 5, 7. So there are 4 numbers. We have to return 4. We have to return 4 numbers or the length of the numbers. So what I will do, I will declare one count function, not count function, count variable equal to 0. Okay. Because we have to return the count, right? We no need to return these numbers. We just have to return the number 4. How many numbers are there less than 7? Or sorry, less than 60? For I in range, or what you can do, or for I in A. You guys can give directly this array also here. I will show you. If you directly give, see, you can give in the form of range also, or you can give directly the array here. If you give here, we'll print directly the elements. I will remove this print function here. So right now we are remaining with the one last step, that is the condition. So we are having conditions, right? Conditional things. We can declare condition with the form of with the help of if, elif. So if so I is less than X. So if I try to run this cell, and after that, first it will take I. Here the first element is 1. If 1 is less than 60, what I have to do, or what I will do? Count. Count equal to count plus 1. I have to increase the count because the condition has been satisfied. So at last, I will print this count function. Let me try to run. I have to get the output 4. Yeah, here it is. I got the function. So this is how it works. We satisfied all the conditions and we got the final output as 4. If you guys have any doubts, you can ask me. I hope you guys have understood. Can I go with the next question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
See, each and every question has its own unique, and we have to find out the what he is asking actually, and how we can build the logic. If you guys don't understand, just try to break down into steps and try to understand it. Okay, let's go with the 4th question. You are given an array of A of size n. Again, he is saying the same thing. He is going to give us one size of an array. Then we can get the array of the elements. This is of the same, what we can say. Half of the question is the same. Then we can go with the next one. Next statement, what he is saying. You need to print elements of A in alternate order. Starting from index 0. See, here he is saying some different thing. You need to print the elements. You need to print the elements of alternate order. So what is meant by alternate order? So we want 1, 3. If you have like another number like 5, we have to get like 1, 3, 5 alternate numbers. One number after one number. We have to leave the one number, and then after we have to go for the another number. So starting from index 0. So I already mentioned, guys. So the array position starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. So he is saying that it has to start from 0 and alternate numbers. So let's start executing the task or start coding. So here of the same thing, we have to take the length or size, or for that you have to declare the variable name int. So I'm not writing all those things. I hope you guys already understood. So declaring one array or empty list. And mentioning range, that is n. Next, L dot append and L dot append here int input. So let's do up to this. Okay, then after we will try to do the second part. So let's take like 4. Okay, then after I'm mentioning 1, 2, 3. Okay, no problem. I have mentioned like 2, 4. So we got the array. Then we have to get the output like 1, 2, right? Alternate numbers. Okay, let's do one thing. I will try to increase the size of an array. 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So I want output as 1, 3, 5, which is of alternate elements. So in order to get this one, so what we can do, I already mentioned, we can do slicing. If you guys, you have to remember this thing while you are dealing with list and tuple. You can do slicing only in tuple and list, because list and tuple are ordered collection of elements. So it is maintaining one order. Coming to the set and dictionary, you can't perform slicing over there because it is of unordered data structure. Okay, so we have to, here we can do slicing. With the help of the slicing, we can get alternate numbers. So what I'm doing here, I'm declaring L. Then after, I open square brackets. So he mentioned that starting from index 0. So what I will do, 0, colon, then after length of L. So if I try to run this cell, what I will get? I will get the entire array again. Let's see. Right? I got the entire array or list. So see, length of L is nothing but, you guys can remember, length of L is nothing but size of an array. If you guys can put directly here, it will return me the same thing. But why I mention length of L? Because if you try to change here, it will also change, right? So that's why I have to mention like this. You can't keep like 6 here. If you once you try to repeat the or try to run the cell again and again, the size varies. So next, last step is we want to get output like 1, 3, 5. We don't want 2, 4, 6, right? We want alternate elements starting with position 0. I started with position 0. I want to, yeah, you can say that I want to skip this 2, 4, 6. What you guys can do, here you can do step. Here we call it as step. Step starts from 1. Even if you give 1, it will won't skip, because it will start skipping from 2. See, what here it is doing, step 1 is nothing but it will taking from 1. It will don't skip anything. To start perform, if you give the number as 2, see, it will try to skip. Okay, let me try to let me tell you again. If you mention 1, it will not perform anything. It will be the same because we are not skipping by 1. It will start from 1 here. So if you try to give here 2, it will start from here 1, 2. Skip the second one. Next, it will go with the, it will start from again 1, 2. Skip this one. It will start again 1, 2. Skip this one. For example, 2, 3, put 3. See, it has skipped like 3 numbers starting with, it will return in between, it will return 3 numbers, right? It will start from 1, right? It will start from 1, 1, 2, 3. And after it will return 4. That's how it performs. I hope you guys have understood. Do you have any doubts?
No.
Okay, let's go with the last question of the day. This question is also somewhat like different question. Let's try to understand. The first part is almost same. Given an array of n positive integers. Here you guys can see n equal to 5, array of elements. Then after, what he's asking, we have to return the output 2. We got the output 2. We got the output 2, this one. So how we got this one? So here he has given a simple explanation. Only array of 2 is 2. Okay, so what he's trying to say, let's read this one. Your task is to find elements whose value is equal to of its index value. For example, if you find any index value in this element, you can say that this particular element or index exists here. Are you guys getting my point? Do you have understood? See, I will declare one list. For example, I have a list of 2, 4, 5, right? So what he's saying, your task is to find the elements whose value is equal to that of its index value. Okay, just give me a minute. So I have declared one list. Okay. For example, what he's asking is, I have given range of 3. Okay. Print. So I got 0, 1, 2. Imagine, guys, imagine these are the index positions of an list. Index position of this array. Okay. So this is the index position. If you find this index, see, your task is to find the elements whose value is equal to the index value. If you find this index value in this list as element, you can say that it exists here. Otherwise, you can say it does not exist. If you find index position 2 in the form of element, you can just return it as it exists. Otherwise, it doesn't exist. I hope you have understood the question. So let's start coding part. So I'm not gonna waste so much of time. So I'm gonna copy this one because as this part is the same, because we have been doing this from past 4 questions. So let me give the numbers. I will give exactly these numbers, okay? 45, 12, 7. So we got the array of an element. So right now we have to get the output as 2. If you guys find this index position 2 in this particular element. So how we can do this thing? So what I will do, are you guys are getting any idea? So if so I am repeating the loop for this element. So it will take one by one, 15, 2, 45, 12, 7. Then I am mentioning one condition. So if you find this element, if 15 in the range of or else length of an L. Length of an L. So see what it will return, guys, what it will return. I hope you guys are getting my point. So see, it will return 0 to 5. If I try to list for it, so this function is doing this thing, okay? So here in this having 0 to 4. These are the index positions, okay? What I am doing, if you find this element in this range, that means that what I will say, it exists, okay? Or else print it does not exist. See, okay, let me do one thing. I will try to print I, okay? It will be easy for you to understand. So it does not exist, right? So 2 exists in the form of index position. So it has written 2. And remaining all elements does not exist. So this is the output of this question. I hope you guys have understood all these 5 questions. If you guys have any doubts, you can ask me. I will upload this today on the YouTube. If you guys have any doubts, you can do comment in the comment section. So that's all for it today.